He's still working. I think
Just
he gets
got
done
off.
at 7.
All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Anybody here for public forum?
And
Same issue, different day. I'm sorry to do this, but I am upset about that there was a library public forum meeting last night, and I knew nothing about it. How are you supposed to find out about this?
it's posted out here, isn't it?
Mhm.
No one said that last month.
Meetings are always posted. We have all of our meetings out there. All of the meetings, whether it be Arts Board, EDA, Park, there's a whole list of them out there, the dates and or the times of the month that they are
But no
held.
one said that last month. I would have checked if I had known. I knew there was a board meeting, but I didn't know that there was a public forum.
There's always a public forum at a meeting.
I thought we mentioned that all the city notices are posted out.
I knew that, but I didn't know that anybody said that about the individual board meetings.
Mhm.
So are there?
They're all run the
minutes?
same.
Okay, so are there minutes of that, or how do we find out what happened?
There are minutes that Stephanie publishes. I believe they might be on the Harmony Library website, but they're accessible because it's a city board, so it would be accessible to anybody who wants them.
There's a bit of a delay with those because like our council minutes, the council minutes from last month aren't on there until we approve them.
Mhm.
And then they're in the next month. They're always a month behind there.
Well, I understood that the regular board meetings were always posted there, but I didn't know that the individual subgroups were posted there too, so.
Yep, all meetings are posted, and we try. There's something that'll be coming up later in the agenda tonight about because I know there was confusion with the library board. It's the first Monday after the first Wednesday, which is extremely hard for her to set up as a recurring automatic meeting.
Is your microphone on?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
It better be. I turned it on.
Oh, there it is. Yep. It is.
That's a computer, so that's different. Yeah. But yeah. So. Anyway, where was I going with that?
It seems like Mondays are.
Yeah, it's all the same. I mean, we treat every board she puts them in the calendar, and I know there was a misprint in the last month, I think, utility bill, because it was just of how the month fell. Or maybe the meeting had changed. I can't remember exactly how that went, but yeah. So-
So, well, you can call the city office and ask. You could call, if you know anybody on the library board, you could call them. It is posted up here.
All right, good. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Try again next week.
But thank you for your comments, because if you're missing it, there's probably other people with other meetings that don't understand how to find them, but,
Well, I'm just curious, 'cause it seems like there were a lot of people there, from what I'm hearing.
mhm. All right. Can we get a motion for the consent agenda?
Motion to approve? Second.
Motion and second to present agenda. Any discussion?
I did give Clerk Samantha a couple changes in the Jake break ordinance. It just need
So
to be
spelling
reworded.
tweaks.
Yeah.
And is that in the consent agenda?
Yeah, it would be under the regular minutes.
Under
So
the
with-
regular minutes, under Jake breaking.
Oh, under our last month's.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yep.
So we'll make those
Okay.
Spelling corrections.
All right, hearing no discussion, we'll call for a vote on the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed? Motion carries. New business.
This, I don't know.
We have the
um,
grievance.
the Meza grievance. Mr. Meza had contacted me, May 28th, after receiving his letter, and wanted to be put on the city council agenda for tonight. However, he did not show. So I'm not sure. There's really no action to be taken tonight. That will all come at July. So if you want to discuss or have any questions, we can. Otherwise, we can table this until July and see how you want to proceed and see how things shape up in between now and then.
I would guess if improvements or action isn't taken by that time, that it's not an automatic like fine, is it?
No, then
It's
it's
another-
a formal
Yeah.
declaration. I
Yeah.
can't speak tonight, sorry. Formal declaration of a nuisance, and then we would pursue that further through another letter and formal notification by serving and process that way.
I had one other who had got a letter and asked me, and I said, well, if it's something you can't mitigate by the time of the letter, let the council come to the council and tell us if you have a plan, and we could listen to that,
Yep.
correct?
For sure. Yep.
Yep.
I've talked to a couple other people that have received letters and they have action plans in place. And so, some kind of a plan is better than no plan.
Mhm.
But yeah, I haven't heard a whole lot about any of the letters
Okay,
other than this one. So,
And there are some who have remedied their problems.
oh yeah, actually quite a
Correct.
few,
So,
or are in the middle of remedying the problem.
yes.
So, yeah. Otherwise, we can move on from that because since there's no action for that. New business B. Otherwise, the next part is the wastewater treatment plant UV
Okay.
project funding. I
Mhm.
just wanted to confirm that, I was talking with Brett, I just wanted to confirm that we did not want to pursue any PFA funding for this. We're just going to bond, correct? So we can move. We were just looking at our timeline and schedule and such. So he just wanted confirmation that we were not going to pursue any PFA
And what's the timeline of the PFA? Would it set us back another
year or two.
year or two?
We might not even.
receive it.
Yeah. And then we would also have prevailing wages that we would have to pay, which then in turn would just increase the cost of the project.
And we've been with Mike Bubani, we've been planning. for
Mhm,
that.
we've kind of been planning for no PFA funding and just bonding. So, but I wanted to make sure that everyone was okay and on the same page, and we're going to just move forward. So there will be more at the July meeting regarding the UV project and such, and moving forward with that. So, otherwise, the third order of business is a pay request from Stantec, and I'd like to get a motion and a second to approve that. This is our first payment for $40,686.40 on the 2024 street project to Burnings.
Do we need a motion on the UV project?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I'll be all right. I just
Yep.
wanted to make sure that I still had your consensus and
Yep.
we had recorded it. So,
I'll make a motion to approve pay request 1.
Second,
have a motion and a second to approve the pay request for Stantec. And Bruning, I guess. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And we've got liquor licenses.
Yep, these are the last two, and I do have everything for them. I have insurance and everything. The other liquor licenses that we had I'd put on last month's agenda, have all of their insurance. Everything's ready to go. Just these last two are kind of coming in, and we'll send them off as long as everyone's okay with it.
Make a motion to approve the liquor licenses.
I'll second it.
Motion and second to approve liquor license renewals. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Zoning ordinance.
Zoning, I know I included the whole ordinance. Last month I brought it to you, asking kind of the approval to meet and getting kind of a consensus on how the industrial zone was, the setbacks were met. There is a development that's going in that, a couple more actually developments are going in that would, a 15-foot rear yard would make more sense. So this is a recommendation from planning and zoning to amend the ordinance, just the rear yard setback of 15 feet instead of 30.
And that's the only change.
That's the only change. Mhm. Kind of a big update for just the one sentence, so sorry.
I'll motion to accept the ordinance change.
Second.
Have a motion and second. Any discussion? Is there a notification period?
Yep, so this actually becomes effective after it's passing.
Oh, okay.
So that's the other thing. I would like a recommendation to either publish in whole or in summary, and I think the summary for this small would probably
Sure.
suffice better.
I'll add that to my motion.
Add that to your motion,
I'll
summary.
second that.
All right. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote on the industrial zone ordinance amendment. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Next up is the July council meeting. It was brought up at the EDA. The EDA meeting falls on the 4th of July. There's a few things that the EDA would like to, different projects that they would like to gather information on. They're not going to have enough of that completed by the end of June, from what I understand. So would like to move the July meeting from I believe it's the 9th.
Yes.
Yeah, to the 16th.
9th to the 16th.
I'll make
Basically
that,
putting all of our.
I'll make that motion.
meetings a week behind it.
I'll second.
Good. Motion and a second to move the July city council meeting to July 16th, same time. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I got. I feel like I shorted you guys on a little bit of
You did just
content.
Good.
fine. You did good.
Well, we had an EDA meeting.
They should be. You did.
That's not it.
The minutes are attached.
Minutes are not attached. I did not receive minutes.
Hmm.
No minutes.
No minutes.
Right.
Chris was on vacation.
Minutes are not attached.
Not attached.
Did we do anything major?
Talked about the meeting moving
Trying to
from
remember.
July 4th and to the following week.
Mm-hmm.
And discuss the comprehensive plan mostly.
Mhm. Oh, I do have a MinDOT update for the EDA, and I might as well bring it to council here. I did talk to someone from MinDOT about the striping. There is an agreement in place. They're researching that agreement. I should know more tomorrow. And with our bike trail, that was something else that we talked about with the bike trail, was we are going to do a bike with sharrows. There's stenciling that and painting that needs to be done. Not sure if we want to have an employee, bonding session or something like that and have over painting with sharrows, but MnDOT does have a list of contractors for painting that.
Okay.
So I will be receiving that and, have it look probably a little bit more professional and well done. And I know there's a whole process to that than what we would be able to just do by hand, so.
So with the striping, that's through downtown, I
Mhm.
believe,
Mhm,
3 of them
that's
maybe, or 2,
that's with MnDOT, yeah.
and by the grocery store. Is there one by the school too?
Yep, the one at Kingsley's Corner and then the one up at B-Bomb's Corner.
Yeah.
Those two, those are the MnDOT contracted ones.
Okay.
They were gonna have to research the contract. And then there is one, I think further down by the school, but that's in a lot better shape,
Yeah.
I think,
You can see that it's still there, but not by much.
but not much, yeah. So they were gonna evaluate that. And yeah, so
And at the grocery store, is that separate?
that's totally separate. The grocery store. You
You're
mean on
talking
First
Falls
Avenue?
First Avenue.
That's
First
county.
Avenue,
That's a
yeah.
county.
It's county.
That's a county.
That's county, yeah. So, and I believe they contract all their striping out too, from what I've researched, so, and spoke with them in the past.
And Lisa, just a note for the minutes that I recall now, the EDA was contingent on the city council moving their meeting to the 16th, moving the EDA meeting to the 11th.
Yes, that's right.
It's gonna go.
Harmony Chamber, do we want an introduction?
We have Beth Weedman, our brand new chamber director with us tonight. So I'm familiar with that face.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations and welcome aboard.
We are looking for a part-time chamber assistant just for the summer. So that post went up today. So if you know anybody who needs a little summer work, we'll be interviewing next week. 4th of July planning, it's all happening. Get your parade entries in, and then we're also planning for a golf tournament, so get those entries in as well.
Mhm. Did we discuss at EDA that whether the chamber could or might do like one of the student interns positions?
We did not discuss that.
Okay.
And I think it's probably a little, maybe something for discussion for next year.
Sure. Oh, definitely for next year. Yeah, it wouldn't be this year.
Could you use a high school student? Any age, it doesn't matter. Could it be high school students or?
We discussed it as a board,
Mhm.
and I think over the age of 16, a mature 16-year-old could probably.
As long as they can give you some directions and answer a few questions, okay.
Or an immature senior citizen.
Absolutely not.
I wasn't
I
volunteering.
was gonna say, are you applying? Oh, goodness.
Okay. Park Board?
Did not meet. Splash pad is on.
Randomizer is in,
Being
cameras are up.
used. There you
Oh, good.
I do have a question about the splash pad. Slippery. Is there anything that can be done to not make it so slick? With that, no,
Not supposed to be.
It's
That's why
not
you
supposed to
put
be
a
slippery.
coating on there.
she slipped.
Is it like barefoot slip or? is it-
Shoe slip too. I mean, it's both, but
What type of
Supposed-
shoes though?
What type of shoes?
If you're wearing tennis shoes, that's one thing. It's supposed to be water shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have a sign on order that has water shoes.
okay. Something just a heads up. Just
Yeah.
for-
That's not supposed to be slippery. It's supposed to be
Supposed to
Slipper,
bite.
it's supposed to be
Slip
slip
resistant.
resistant, or it has some texturizing and things in there. and
I
stuff
guess,
in it.
yeah, no running, I mean, stuff like that. Should
No,
be-
no running on there.
Yeah.
That would be a,
No, it wasn't running, I mean, there was movement, I won't say, I didn't go down, yeah, at least.
no bikes,
I
no
mean,
rollerblades, no
yeah.
running, no, yeah.
Okay, it was just,
You weren't saying shoes are required,
Water shoes would be recommended.
recommended?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not required, no, but recommended, like,
Okay.
just like any pool, it,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
Just for the grip.
Well, we should keep an eye on that though.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
if we keep our ears open. I think the big thing is no running.
yeah,
yeah.
We
Yeah.
reduce slipping
Yeah.
pretty well, yeah. All right, library board?
Library board was well attended yesterday.
When is next
Um,
month's meeting, by the way?
Next month's meeting,
Actually,
first, it'll be the first Monday, moving forward, 5 PM. And, yeah, we took public comment as people were interested in that. DVD checkouts are now 7 days, moved to 21 days for checkouts as, I believe it was Selco, had made that change and we're part of the Selco system. And we moved around some funding within our budget from CD audiobooks to online audiobooks, as that's where people are tending to check out their books and get audiobooks from.
All right. The arts board?
Arts board, we have new postcards around town and a variety of businesses, so everyone can check those out. June 20th is the Back Alley Jam Series, which is organized through the chamber, but this one is funded by the Arts Board, and it's Labarge on June 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. by Harmony Spirits.
All right. I don't think we had anything for the fire department.
We do, you gotta approve 2 new
Wonderful.
members. Joe Drinkwine and Nate Costigan would be the 2 new members that we're asking for approval to put on.
And are we, well, I'll make a motion to put those 2 on.
I believe that would put us at 27. And I think we have room for, what is it, 20?
Up to 30. I
30.
think.
I think
Okay,
it's
yeah.
30.
I think it's 30, but
So,
did somebody second me?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion and a second. Any more discussion? Any recent retirees?
Alex Scowen resigned, would be the only other one that has stepped down in the past year.
He was on leave of absence. Yep. All right. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And sheriff's report. Any questions or answers? We're paying the whole bill.
We're paying
One-
the whole bill. It's
One and done.
one
Mhm.
and done, and it's, yeah, it's a lot easier for them to track.
Sure.
Saving us checkpoints.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3. Of course, yeah,
When do we get our first half tax dollars? We already got them?
got them.
Got them? Good.
Which is why they billed us now. And didn't bill us in January. Yeah, and I did kind of get a preliminary budget also. Well, no, I shouldn't say I did. Sorry, that was a preliminary budget. I think only like a $1,500 increase for next year.
Yeah, I think it's built into the contract.
It's built into their contracts.
3%.
Yep. So it's not very not a very large increase by any means, and for the coverage we get, we get great service from them, so.
All right.
Doing good building and maintenance or not?
Oh, sure. Yep. I assumed there was nothing
It's not
there.
on here
but-
either. Oh, yeah, there it is.
The attached report is from May of 23.
Oh, sorry, I did not, no, that is, we didn't catch his typo.
It looks like it is the one from May of 23.
It doesn't look like it's
Yeah.
May of 23.
Yeah, because we
Oh.
did not meet about the biosolids, so
No, we did not meet about it. I don't know.
that was probably May of 23.
I pulled it out of the email into the,
Nope, that's fine. So if
So-
we can get an updated one.
I will
next
get an
time.
updated report.
The garage door will be installed. The one we approved the purchase of last month will be installed this week, Friday probably. And then the bar screener and extruder
Are
are
here.
here to be ready to put in, so.
Hmm.
Other than that, that's it.
The water towers
Up and running.
Water,
completely
yep,
done?
water tower's complete,
I
except
think
for
they
some
still
of the
gotta do
insulation
insulation.
underneath part. But yeah, it was,
Pipe insulation.
started about a week late, but it's up and going.
Okay. All right. Anybody have anything else for us? Hearing nothing? Got to wait a couple minutes, don't we?
No, we don't.
All right, we're adjourned. 7:27.
Yeah.